What up, y'all? This is Trent from Trentfluence. Back there with another video. It's been a while. This time, I'm going to be talking about not allowing your expectations to ruin your reality, but also in the background, I'm making nachos. So, if you want to watch how to make nachos my way, also learn about an interesting topic, go ahead to my YouTube channel. The links, I don't know, somewhere in the description below, and give it a watch. Other than that, you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed Love Month. This has been on what? Going on Valentine's Day, still February somewhat, so I had to release the video by the end of the month. So yeah, but hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one. Peace out. Love. What's going on, guys? This is Trent from Trentfluence, and today I'm recording a video on not allowing expectations to prevent you from enjoying life. And I am recording this on Valentine's Day, so I hope you all who participated in it had a wonderful and love-filled day with your partner or with yourself. Self-love does matter. I hope you took the time to take care of yourself, treat yourself, and just overall just have a love-filled day. But anyway, back to the topic. So today I want to talk about not letting expectations prevent you from enjoying life. And I wanted to start off by clarifying that by no means am I saying you should not have expectations. There are, of course, common sense expectations that you should just expect to be. For example, you should expect to be treated with respect when you show respect. You should expect to be paid on time. You should expect your 24-hour deodorant to last 24 hours and not just 2 hours out here smelling musty. But instead of focusing on the common sense things that frustrate us, I'm more thinking about, or at least want to talk about, the expectations that hold us back in life that come from insecurity, resentment, jealousy, ego, a lot of those negative emotions that end up holding us back. And a good example of that is something that, let's go with a example that's very common. When we work out and diet, a lot of people end up giving up or stopping because they expect that when they work out for say a week or so and diet, they expect results like that immediate gratification. It's like, I work out, I should get results now. And a lot of times we don't see those results right away. And because of that, it starts discouraging us from staying consistent with the workout routine, even though scientifically, especially with everybody's bodies being inherently different, you're not going to always see results immediately unless you're like a genetic freak. But not everybody's a genetic freak. Some people have to build longer on their bodies than others while working out. And even then, if you reach your body goals, why are you just going to stop there? You're only going to get the fat back. So a lot of people expect that immediate gratification when they work out, but they don't get it. And then they end up disappointing themselves, getting miserable and depressed and sad because they still feel like they haven't gotten anywhere. But you really have to tailor and tame expectations to really start being realistic. 'Cause expectations can make you very irrational. It can make you think, I did this, so this should happen. And of course, going back to the common sense things, yes, like the things like getting paid on time, deodorant, being respectful, blah, 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 those matter. But for things that we all know full well people struggle with weight loss and working out, those are things where a lot of people expect immediate results, but are not guaranteed that. And so we shouldn't expect that. And it's hard to say it for everybody because it's a hard pill to swallow. Like, you work out for 3 months and you don't see a drastic change. It's a hard pill to swallow. Of course, people are going to be disappointed. But when you start expecting, I wouldn't say less, but just stop expecting it to be an immediate, how should I say it? There being immediate results, and more so appreciate the journey of how working out can change your life. Then you start kind of appreciating how working out affects you, how healthy it's making you feel. You may not look different, but you feel more energized, you feel stronger, you feel faster, you feel more healthy in general. Now, I use working out as a big example because I work out a lot and I have body dysmorphia. So I oftentimes see myself in the mirror looking at my abs and I'm like, oh, my abs are not there. Even though everybody and a grandmother at the gym is telling me that I look fine, I look great. But because I expect a certain look based off of what I would like see in magazines or on social media, my abs have to be flat or they have to be super mega chiseled, even though my body's just not built that way. I end up not appreciating the progress that I built from where I started. And that's an important thing to realize. Sure, you expect to look like this or that, and it's not bad to. Oh, there you go. So, it's not bad to want a body that's like sculpted, but you have to realize that your body's not going to look like theirs, but your body still can be sculpted in a way that works for you. So you have to start being realistic and truthful with yourself when it comes to those types of expectations with the body, with your body and working out. But let's choose a different topic because working out I can talk about all day, so I stay in the gym. Let's talk about, so let's say you give somebody a gift and you expect them to have the grandest reaction ever. Like you're like, oh, they're gonna freak out at this gift. You expect them to appreciate it, like you expect them like start crying, getting on the floor, start like twerking on the floor, and popping ass in the air, and just go crazy over the gift. And you give them the gift, and they're like, oh, that's cool. And then you get underwhelmed because you were hoping for a bigger reaction, and you were expecting something bigger. When in reality, that expectation kind of ruined the meaning behind the gift because now it seems like you're not really giving them a gift for them. You're kind of doing it for yourself to get the reaction that you wanted out of them. And that sounds a little bit complicated when I think back on what I just said. But at the same time, it starts to seem a little disingenuous when you want to force a reaction out of them that's your ideal scenario, where it's like, just appreciate getting them a gift. They may appreciate it or they may not even be in the mood to appreciate it, but at least, give you a thank you or something like that. Giving a gift shouldn't be a whole sideshow. Now, will some people do that? Yeah. I mean, if somebody gave me a gift, hell, somebody gave me a damn cookies and cream cupcake from Food Lion that cost $5.49 for a 6-pack of those, plus tax. I will go fucking crazy, okay? I'm that dude that I will go crazy over some damn cupcakes. But not everybody's like me. So if you give somebody something and they have like a very chill, low reaction, maybe even just a thank you, but you're expecting something grand, then maybe it's time to reflect on yourself and think like, maybe I should think less about me expecting them and just more so just like get it because you thought of them and don't try to like expect their reaction to be what you think it is. Just give them the gift just because you want to. And if they have a chill reaction, it is what it is. You did something nice. Be proud of that. But a lot of people can't accept that what they expected to happen didn't happen. And for me, I've worked on this and have dealt with this a lot in my life where when things don't go as I expected, when things don't go my way, I get overwhelmed, I get mad, I get sad, I get jealous, and I overthink. Why didn't it work out that way? What did I do wrong? Why didn't they react this way? Did I get the wrong gift? Did I do something wrong in my workout? What's not working out? And while it is good to self-reflect, there are things that will will unnecessarily stress you out when it comes to expectations. So it's a very fine line and double-edged sword, but hopefully you kind of understand where I'm getting at with this topic. But one of the biggest things I want to harp on when it comes to expectations is the fact that we see a lot of things or imagine a lot of things that we want to happen and they don't happen. And you know what? Honestly, in a lot of scenarios outside of the common sense ones, that's okay. We see, and I'm more referring to like what we see on social media, people having like the big houses, the luxury vehicles, the looks, the ladies, the men, like all the fancy shit. And we compare ourselves a lot and expect to get that out of life and try to follow people in their footsteps, expecting the same exact results when it just doesn't happen. Expectations like that can really make you miserable because you expect to live life or follow the footsteps of, like, I don't know, name any famous person. And you follow in their footsteps, you look at what they do, you read their books, but you're still working at, I don't know, Walmart. Nothing wrong with working at Walmart. You're still making a living, but you're feeling like life is stagnant. You see your friends elevating, and you're still stuck at your job. You're expecting better, but you're still stuck, and you're expecting more out of yourself, but this starts making you depressed. It's really easy to get that way, and I felt that way for a long time when I would see people get successful while I'm still working at FedEx. But you kind of have to stop expecting the immediate gratification, the immediate results, and really start kind of like doing. And what I mean by that is, like, when I was in a really bad place in life, working at FedEx, making barely enough to live, being broke, being sad, mental health awful, and comparing myself to people that, like, I want to be like, I was just like, you know what? I'm just not gonna be like that. I'm just never gonna be like that. I expect it to happen. I'm doing everything right, but why isn't that happening? And instead of just expecting it and just being like, woe is me, sometimes you have to really change your approach to how you see it. You really have to kind of curb your expectations and get more realistic and thinking, like, this is not happening. Why? What path can I take that will allow me to actually get the success that I want? Because you can't have somebody else's success. No matter how much you follow somebody else's footsteps in their book, you're not going to have that same success. You're just not. A lot of people who made it big have a very particular way in which they've achieved their success. You're not going to have the same path. It's just not going to happen. But you have to kind of find your own way into making your own success happen. So you have to let go of the expectations of how you see other people living life, or how unrealistic your expectations can be, which a lot of us can kind of logically look back and see how unrealistic our expectations are, and really kind of like start reflecting and moving forward and like, okay, if I want to make more money, I need to start studying these skills to get a better job to make the money. It's not always that plain and simple, that clear cut, because there's always going to be nuances. I'm not going to pretend like my road was easy, but I'm not going to also pretend like everybody has it easier or harder. Like, you have to carve out your own path in life, and you have to find a way to make it so that way, while you are making your own path, you are as realistic as you can be, but also able to appreciate the journey that you're on. Because if you simply just expect that immediate result to happen, then you're going to not appreciate the nuances and what you've taken from the skills you've learned, the skills you've gathered on the way of that success. So with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I really wanted to make this video to highlight how bad unrealistic expectations can make us miserable in life. And we've all seen it. We've all been through it. We compare ourselves a lot to people and try to do what they do, or try to, like, at least, start wishing life could be like theirs and expecting it to happen, expecting a handout, expecting the easy road, but it just doesn't happen. Expecting things to go our way and it doesn't happen. Then we get overwhelmed and miserable and sad and flip out. But a lot of that is on you. So you really have to reflect about your expectations and about how you live your life. And honestly, do some digging on yourself. Because I had to really start getting better. And I'm not perfect by any means. I still have to work on my expectations and consider how to go about it when something doesn't go my way. But I've at least taken steps to at least learning about myself and being like, okay, I didn't get that result. How can I do better to actually realistically get something I want? because I'm not going to have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But at the same time, I can have still a very nice, buff, athletic looking body by going to the gym and being consistent. May not happen overnight, but it'll happen. I may not be making $200,000 a year, but if I keep applying myself at work and learning new skills and actually apply and like make myself more marketable, I'll make some more money. Will I get to 200,000? Maybe not, but I'll be able to live comfortably. Shit, say less. But yeah, that's all I want to cover today. Hopefully you were able to gather something from what I said. Hopefully you were able to relate. If you have anything that you want to say in regards to what I talked about, maybe some feedback, that would be grateful, because I do like to know what people think about these videos, how can I make them better, what you took away from it, if it offended you, if you liked or disliked it. Just leave a comment if you feel like it. But with that being said, this is Trent from Trentfluence. Thank you so much for watching or listening if you got to this point. Hope you enjoyed the food I made in the background, and have a good one. Peace.